welcome back to another video. Wherever you are, special greetings to you, and don't forget, if today is your first time, please do me a favor by subscribing to the channel. Also, don't forget to hit on the notification bell whenever we drop video. You can also get it and watch. But do you know that Italy was the first European country to go to general lockdown, and it marks 1 year? And what has changed? Citizens are frustrated, and Mario Draghi has spoke out. So guys, without wasting much time, let's do this thing. Guys, as I said before, it marks 1 year since Italy was the first European country to go to general lockdown. And what has changed? Citizens are frustrated. They are complaining because after 1 year, there is nothing that has changed. We are still facing the pandemic, and now we have zones like red zone, yellow zone, orange zone, white zone, a lot of zones. Even we have green zone. Guys, it's not easy. Things have not changed. Citizens are frustrated. Daily activities are not going on. A lot of people have lost their job because of this pandemic. People are dying of hunger because of this pandemic. Citizens cannot do free movement just because of this pandemic. And now, where is the pandemic heading us to? Mario Draghi, who is the new prime minister, he said he thought this pandemic was something like malaria, that he will come and solve it, not knowing that it is something that is very difficult. So he is trying to put more restrictions so that things can calm down. But not, guys, it's not easy at all. Day in, day out, cases are increasing just because people are not dying like last year the way people used to die. And now citizens are complaining that they are tired of this kind of lockdown everywhere, because let's say now 80% of the country is in lockdown now because you are in the red zone, and if you don't have any good activity to do, you cannot go out there. If you want to go out to look for a job, you cannot go out because you are in the red zone, and there are a lot of restrictions that guides you, and you need to stay indoors to avoid collecting 400 euros multa. And now Mario Draghi is saying he is giving authorities to the region's authority, who will, say maybe if you are in the red zone now, they can say maybe weekends you guys are not going to go out, we are in lockdown. The authorities has been given this mandate to be ruling in the regions or in the city. So your city Sindako can tell you that, look, today till the next morning you guys cannot go out, and even the curfew, some regions or some cities can decide to bring it back, because the normal curfew is from 22 to 5 o'clock, that is 10 o'clock p.m. till 5 a.m. in the morning. And now they are saying even those who are in the yellow zone cannot go to bar, restaurant and have breakfast or lunch. That is very serious, guys. It's not easy. We don't know where this COVID-19 is heading us to. Now what Mario Draghi is saying is that what he is hoping on is the vaccine, because he thought he would have come and solved this problem, but it's not a problem that can just solve 1 day or 2 days. And he is recommending citizens to continue to respect the rules and the regulations, because he know it's tough. People has lost their job because of this pandemic. People don't even have money in their pocket just because of this pandemic. So everybody should stay calm, and he don't want to give any big promise that he will be able to solve this thing, or he will be promising you that today till this day we will be out of this crisis. He don't know when we are going to be out of this crisis. So each and everyone have to respect the rules and the regulations so that we can be out of this pandemic. Guys, we are tired. About 1 year now, things are not changing. We don't know when we are going to be free, and things are still continuing to be worse every day in, day out. A lot of restrictions, tightened restrictions, new laws. Guys, as I said before, we are tired, but we don't know what to do. So let's go and watch the first video. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update. So stay.
Il virus corre troppo e le misure fin qui adottate non bastano per arginarlo. Gli esperti sono chiari, bisogna fare di più anche in zona gialla, e così nuove chiusure sono considerate ormai inevitabili. Per ora si tratta di ipotesi, ma una delle più caldeggiate è l'ingresso automatico in zona rossa per quei territori dove si supera la soglia di 250 contagi ogni 100.000 abitanti. La stretta più attesa riguarda i fine settimana. Potrebbero tornare le regole da zona rossa valide a Natale, chiusi chiusi tutti gli esercizi, unica eccezione per quelli essenziali e spostamenti consentiti solo per lavoro, salute e urgenza. Ma potrebbe prevalere una linea più morbida che chiuderebbe bar e ristoranti ma lascerebbe aperti i negozi con la possibilità di spostarsi solo all'interno del comune. La cabina di regia del governo non si è ancora riunita per decidere, ma sembra quasi certo che già dal prossimo weekend consumare un caffè al bancone o andare a pranzo fuori non sarà più possibile, nemmeno in zona gialla. Non si esclude poi un coprifuoco anticipato in tutta Italia. Vista la situazione sembra meno probabile l'annunciata riapertura in fascia gialla di cinema e teatri per il 27 marzo, anche se si potrebbe arrivare a una soluzione di compromesso, ingresso al pubblico consentito solo nei giorni feriali, così come previsto per musei e mostre.
I've seen the video, so now that is how Italy is looking at, guys. It's not easy at all, and as I said before, Mario Draghi is recommending each and everyone to respect the tightened restrictions that they are giving, because it may be some restriction that Mario Draghi is not the one who made it, but the authorities of your region, because he said he has given the authority to them. They can give any authority or they can give any rules at any time they want if they see that the cases are increasing. Let's go and watch what Mario Draghi also said about this whole pandemic and the way he recommended people to respect these rules and regulations, and the way he even thanks the police, the security, who are trying their best to make things good for the country. Let's watch that video too. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update, so stay tuned.
Purtroppo ci troviamo tutti di fronte in questi giorni a un nuovo peggioramento dell'emergenza sanitaria. Ognuno deve fare la propria parte nel contenere la diffusione del virus, ma soprattutto il governo deve fare la sua, anzi deve cercare ogni giorno di fare di più. La pandemia non è ancora sconfitta, ma si intravede con l'accelerazione del piano dei vaccini una via d'uscita non lontana. Voglio cogliere questa occasione per mandare a tutti un segnale vero di fiducia, anche in noi stessi. Ringrazio ancora una volta i cittadini per la loro disciplina, la loro infinita pazienza, soprattutto coloro che soffrono le conseguenze anche economiche della pandemia. Ringrazio gli studenti, le famiglie e gli insegnanti che sopportano il peso della chiusura delle scuole. Ringrazio gli operatori sanitari, le forze dell'ordine, le forze armate, la protezione civile e tanti altri lavoratori e lavoratrici in prima linea per la loro incessante opera. Sono anche questi esempi di responsabilità civica e professionale, di cittadinanza italiana attiva, che impongono al governo di moltiplicare ogni sforzo. Siamo solo all'inizio. Il nostro compito, e mi riferisco a tutti i livelli istituzionali, è quello di salvaguardare con ogni mezzo la vita degli italiani e permettere al più presto un ritorno alla normalità. Ogni vita conta. Non perdere un attimo, non lasciar nulla di intentato, compiere scelte meditate ma rapide. Non voglio promettere nulla che non sia veramente realizzabile. Le mie preoccupazioni sono le vostre preoccupazioni. Il mio pensiero costante è diretto a rendere efficace ed efficiente l'azione dell'esecutivo nel tutelare la salute, sostenere chi è in difficoltà, favorire la ripresa economica, accelerare le riforme.
You have seen the video, so that is what Mario Draghi is also saying. As I said before, it marks 1 year since Italy was the first European country to go to general lockdown, and then after the general lockdown we thought things would have been better, things would have been changed, but things are still continuing to be worse. Citizens are frustrated because you cannot come back from this lockdown and things continue to be this, and they are hoping to bring another lockdown again. Euro News also reported a news about this Italy 1 year's lockdown when they were the first European country to go to, first general lockdown, and any European country which has faced or which has practiced this general lockdown, now they their situation is a little bit better, or they are not going to any general lockdown. But Italy own, we don't know what is happening. And as I said before, the president or the prime minister is saying the hope he has now is the vaccine, so that everybody can be vaccinated, so that they will know how things are going on. And let's watch that Hero News video too. When we are back, we will give you the rest of the update. So
the approach of the current government is similar to the previous one. Many restrictions remain in place, including a ban on non-essential travel between all regions and the nationwide 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew, and the so-called tiered system of red, orange and yellow zones. That one too will remain in place. Health officials, as you pointed out, Isabel, are quite concerned about a new surge of COVID-19 cases. That's why additional restrictions have been imposed by regional authorities due to localized outbreaks, mainly caused by the so-called English variant, which accounts for nearly half of the total of new infections, but also by the Brazilian and the South African variant. The scientific committee, Isabel, that works alongside the government will meet in the next few hours to discuss the introduction of further restrictions that could come into effect from mid-March. There are several options on the table, including the possibility to introduce a full nationwide lockdown that could last up to 3 weeks. Now, according to experts, it's a necessary measure to contain the spread of the virus. Hospitals here, many hospitals in several regions have reached 30% of ICU capacity, which is the alarm threshold set by Italy's health ministry, but also to make the vaccination campaign more effective. Isabel?
And Georgia, as we speak today, Italy is marking 1 year since it became the first European country to enter lockdown. How are Italians basically feeling as they see no real end to the end of restrictions and lockdowns and this pandemic?
Well, Isabel, people over here are very much frustrated, in particular business owners, restaurant owners. They hoped that with the latest measures they will be able to reopen. But as a result of those restrictions, nearly half of restaurants over here will remain closed. And the situation is very difficult, Isabel, in particular in those areas that have been declared a red zone for months, where restaurants have not been able to reopen at all. That's why they urged the government to speed up the vaccination campaign to restart the country's economy.
You have seen the video, so that is what Hero News also reported about the Italy COVID-19 or Italy pandemic, the way things are moving and citizens are frustrated and a lot of restrictions are coming day in, day out. So guys, this is the update I have about this pandemic, and you need to protect yourself. If you don't have anything to do and you are in the red zone, please just stay indoors to avoid yourself from collecting any multa, because this thing, we don't know where this thing is heading us to. Let's hope for the best. The name still remains Official Cracker on YouTube, Official Cracker on Facebook, Official_Cracker1 on Instagram. Till we meet again in the next video, please stay safe and stay blessed. Peace out.